Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. It is time once again for instructions, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we've done all our teaching. As you may recall, Ignatz had no motivation coming into this session, so he was the one who didn't get taught. I did a lot of authority instructing. I got Hilda to D, which is good, because now maybe she can actually use a battalion. I don't remember whether I have a D level flying battalion. We'll find out, I guess. But she couldn't use it before because I definitely don't have an E-level flying battalion. What else? I did start teaching Lysithea and Marianne their budding talents. So swords for Lysithea and lances for Marianne because they're pretty far along in their regular stuff. So not really urgent that I teach them other stuff. And yeah, I did a lot of authority because Byleth has a lot of authority and so has a bonus to specifically teaching it, but I'm leaving everyone's goals, the non-authority stuff that they're already doing. And yeah, I had switched these out to be those two who are at C and C+ respectively. These two are both at C+. They're also working on it, so I think that works fine.
I gotta ask you something.
Bring it. I want to eat meat and fish, but everyone in the dining hall says I gotta eat vegetables too. I'm never gonna get full on some stupid leaves. The struggle is real, Raphael, for sure.
Makes sense to me.
Professor.
she did it again. She did this, like, at some point where she was like, oh, I want to do lance and riding like Gerald. And she was already doing lance and riding. Now it's, oh, I want to do bow and riding. She's already doing bow and riding. Sure. Yes, fine. Ugh. Catherine's birthday. Let's go. Catherine wants a rose petal blend, which I do not have. Very well, Catherine. You can settle for an Albanian berry blend.
Oh, you didn't invite me here for a duel?
We can duel with tea if you want. See who can, I don't know, drink their tea the fastest or throw it in the other person's face or something.
Thanks. Delicious. Mm-hmm.
I don't think she likes any of this stuff. Okay, I guess she likes snacks.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Mm-hmm.
New gambit.
Wow. You know war strategy, not just how to wield a sword. Maybe I should study that too.
Maybe so.
No.
Oh, what? Come on! I didn't want to admonish or disagree that she should study war strategy. Jeez. Game.
Thanks for the tea. Invite me again when you like. Bye.
Ugh, that last part is so obnoxious. But we got the charm bonus, and that's really what we're all about.
We did well. You're pretty impressive, Lawrence.
The same to you. We deserve equal praise.
Ho, 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 ho. Woo, ho, ho, ho.
I'm beginning to understand. Yeah, I've got this down. I think I've got the hang of it.
Fake shot. I don't remember what that does. Alright, so what was my plan? I don't remember what my plan was. Definitely want to explore here because we have the founding of the Alliance celebration. Everybody's motivation is empty, so we need to get that up, which means we probably want to just explore here as well. The alternative is to do a seminar, and we all know seminars are not very effective. And we only have like 3 people, maybe 4 people. Actually, I guess 5. There's 5 people who could reasonably make use of learning reason magic, and then bows. What, 2 people? 3 people. But there's not great overlap between those. I don't know. Seminars just don't make sense. So we're gonna explore again and again. One note in the advice box. Life would be so much easier if no one had to talk face to face. Isn't written correspondence like this really the best form of communication, or face-to-door chats? Yay. Alright, this time we're gonna send Lorenz singing, and I think Marianne is very close to leveling. So let's do her as well.
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
I can't sing very loud.
Oh my god, Lorenz. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Oh, it's so good. What a... what a weirdo.
I think I get it.
Oh, she didn't get a spell? I know that was gonna happen. Oh yeah, she only went to B+. Okay, that's fine. Apparently we also unlocked a support. Oh, we have a bunch of supports. Did I know that already? I probably knew that already. Alright, yeah, right now is as good a time as any to do those. Literally every one of Raphael's supports starts this way, I swear.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out, rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Ha! Wow, the presumption, Raphael.
Ignatz, hello. What are you up to?
Ah! You frightened me.
Oh, calm yourself. What is it that you're drawing?
I thought I'd jot down some sketches of everyone while they're training. And then later on, I'll try to practice their moves on my own. But I can't really concentrate on sketching if someone's watching me.
Just sketches, Well, even so, they're lovely. There's such life in them. It's as if they're moving on the page before my very eyes.
You really think so? You know, I always hoped to be an artist.
With skills like that, I'm quite certain you could easily make a living of it. And your demeanor is different when you draw. Bolder somehow. Ah, yes, there's an idea. Perhaps
Oh my
you will
God.
join my retinue as my personal painter. Wait, have we not discussed this arrangement already? I had decided to take you into my service as a knight, had I not?
becoming a knight was my father's idea. Being an artist is out of the question, I'm afraid.
So you've said. Well then, I suppose you shall simply have to become a knight who also paints.
A knight who also paints?
I have seen your talent and can attest to it. Your gifts are too great to wither away in obscurity. A knight with the rare gift of artistic talent would be most welcome in my employ.
I had never thought of that. Still, I don't understand why you'd want me as one of your knights. As a fighter, I'm unremarkable.
There is more to knighthood than combat. Courtly manners, a dignified bearing, and an aesthetic sensibility are also essential. A knight with an eye for art and the talent to create it is sure to improve the image of the nobility.
Lawrence, I'd never have guessed you were prone to such eccentric ideas. Thank you. I'm feeling a little more confident after hearing your kind words.
Oh, no cause for thanks. It is a noble's duty to provide guidance to those in need.
And he manages to be insufferable even when he's being really nice to someone. God damn. Meanwhile, Ignatz is like, wait, people can do multiple things? What?
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble...
Oh, Lorenz, no!
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder.
Oh, God.
Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty.
Oh, God,
There is
why?
nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, there's so many things that I would rather that you not do, Lawrence.
Hey, Ignatz? Hey, Ignatz is here! What's gotten into him? Hey! Ah! Hey, you've been acting weird lately. Are you sick or something?
Raphael! No, I'm fine.
So what's going on with you? Are you worried about something? Want to talk about it?
I don't know about worried. It's just, you know, your parents.
Hey now!
Ah! What is it?
I thought I told you to drop it. Just forget about it.
I can't just forget about it. You lost your parents. And when you were in need, my family did nothing to help you.
Well, what were they supposed to do about it? It's not like they killed my parents. And besides, that's our folks you're talking about. That's got nothing to do with us, right?
I still can't help but feel responsible. Like I owe you somehow.
Look, if you want to do something, just be my pal like you used to. We can eat tasty meals together, play games, make jokes, and laugh until our bellies hurt.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Of course it is! We were friends before, and there's no reason we can't be friends now.
Raphael, Thank you. And I'm sorry about before.
Yeah. I feel like I owe you, so what I'm gonna do is run away from you and never interact with you and just be a complete jerk to you. Like, oh, that makes sense. Thanks, Ignatz.
This meager meal isn't enough to fill me up. I'd really prefer a daily lavish feast.
Feasts are special because they're kind of rare. If you had a feast every day, you'd start to be sick of them.
Okay. I guess do Marianne.
I did not expect...
I like this.
This is...
That looks...
This food is a revel...
Eating delicious.
Alright, we did unlock a support, so let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Oh, it's Raphael. What's he doing at that desk?
It's at the desk that he brought back when he was talking to Claude.
Hey, are you studying? I thought you'd given up on it. Nice to see her. What the?
Oh, Leonie!
What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just got a thank you letter from my little sister.
Okay, maybe start from the beginning.
My little sister lives with my grandpa now. She's had to deal with so much since I decided not to take over the family business.
You might have to back up a bit more before this starts to make sense to me.
Our parents were merchants, but they died in an accident. We had some money saved at first, but Grandpa isn't healthy enough to work, and I'm not smart enough to work a job that requires much thinking.
That's really tough. Hard to make a fortune with just your strength, I'm sure.
I had to sell all our valuables just to pay my way here so I could become a knight.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
My sister wants the best for me, but she's the smart one in the family. She's the one that should be here. When I ask if she needs anything, she always says she's fine. She doesn't want to ask me for anything, because she knows I'm having such a hard time here.
She sounds like a great kid. So, what did the letter say?
It says she's happy and thankful for all the study materials I sent her.
That's good, right? Wait, where did you find extras?
I couldn't find any, so I just sent her mine. It's like you said, right? It's better to give them to someone who will use them instead of letting them go to waste.
Don't take this the wrong way, but don't you still kind of need those? Well, I guess if it makes her happy, it's worth it. Maybe I can scrounge something up for her too.
It's a bold move. A bold move.
Young Flame. What? Who would suspect me? Flames?
Kind of annoying how you have to go through the dialogue again to do this. Oh. Mysterious. Yes, well. Gain a lot more from the other options. So, I actually don't have any other Byleth training that I want to do, and I've still got a point left because Manuela's missing. I guess that's basically... Oh, and Seth isn't allowing, or isn't up for it right now. So we're gonna do one more round of eating. Here we go. Each sorbet.
Oh, my favorite food. You've got to try this.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Elise, don't you think it would be nice to take off your gauntlets at the table? And of course it's time for more teaching, so I'll be back. Alright, so we ended up teaching everyone but Leonie, and the reason for that is because she already has the B lances and B writing that she needs to become a paladin, which is her next tier, and wasn't particularly close to leveling up anything else either. What else is there to mention? Lorenz got to D white magic so he can heal now, and Raphael leveled his authority, and that's probably about all that needs mentioning. Also, oh, I guess I got 2 more stars, 1 apiece on Lysithea and Marianne, so they're 1 star away from getting their budding talents. And group tasks, I switched back to Skywatch because Leonie already has the writing that she needs for now, and Lorenz is a ways away from actually transitioning to a writing class. Although these two do have the flight that they need for their next tier, but they're further away than Leonie from the final tier, so yeah. Alright.
Professor.
Yeah. It happens so often. Luis would like to speak with me. Okay.
Hello, Professor. You're really on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it? I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I can do to lighten your load a bit? Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all, cut from the same cloth. I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along. Huh? Did I not mention that? How thoughtless! What an embarrassing gaffe! My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence, but sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald, and the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh? No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. Quite a character. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies. That's right. I wasn't even 15 years old. Well, Gerald hardly seems to have aged since then. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him. Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can. Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.
I really like Alois. He's such a great guy. One of my favorite characters, actually.
You know, Hilda, one day I'd love to see you at your full strength.
What are you talking about? I always give it my all. You're the one who's constantly goofing around.
Well, if you think that's what passes for full strength, Anyway, let's get started.
Claude did such a wonderful job, don't you think? He really helped me out back there.
You didn't do so bad yourself. Wait, are you praising me so I'll do your work next time, too?
Most likely.
I think I've got the hang of it.
I think it's coming along.
And, as mentioned before, it's time for yet another exploration. Hooah! As usual, we start with the advice box. I often overhear people commenting about how strange I am. I don't really get it. Shouldn't it be expected that everyone has their own unique perspective on life? Yay. So this time we don't necessarily need to do Lorenz because he got his level, so I think we'll just stick with Lysithea and Marianne.
Singing, I can't.
Alright, we've got bonuses for Alliance students. Huzzah. Wait, from the Imperial capital? How is that Alliance cuisine? What? That makes no sense. Oh, I forget who I said except for Hilda, so let's go with Hilda.
Nothing like a tasty meal after some grueling work. Lawrence, you've hardly eaten anything.
There is no need to rush. I prefer to take my time.
Oh, Lena's... Oh, right, because I didn't instruct with her. That's right.
That smell, it's amazing.
I like this.
Alright, here we go.
This is...
Eating
Got it.
This is...
This food...
Found it. Okay. Fish dango.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
That looks delicious.
Professor.
Hey, Shamir.
Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you. And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor. I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles. You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want. I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner. I don't believe in the Church of Ceros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights. Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her. I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together. Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though.
Totally.
I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
When she said, I don't believe in the Church of Ceros, I hoped what she meant was I don't believe in the teachings of the Church. I'm pretty confident that the Church is not a collective hallucination of the people involved.
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too many books this time. And I have to return them at some point.
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithia? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance. I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person. I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
Damn!
You are remarkably talented at channeling.
Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya. She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her. What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask. I'll be carrying this stack of books now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow, talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's an aspect of maturity that involves recognizing when you're not capable of doing something on your own. I guess Ignatz alludes to that in their support as well, but, like, it's not just like, oh, I'm a mature, capable adult, so I can do everything by myself, and I don't need help. Like, no, that's not how that works at all. Alright, who are you at?
Why am I so off? Yesterday wasn't like this. Some days I just can't seem to hit anything.
Your mind, body, and technique are not synchronized. Find harmony between the three. You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train? Do you keep odd hours? Or are you just so good that you don't even need it anymore?
I am always training. Look here.
A dagger.
Watch.
Wow, nice throw. That was a long one. But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You pierced it clean in half. How did you even see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies. Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
My daily routine, huh? Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
That was kind of cool. Anyway, sorry about the background noise. I think somebody started vacuuming upstairs. I think hopefully the filters or whatever on my mic got most of it, but I definitely noticed it picking up some of the noise. Hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, so that's gonna do it for this episode. The one thing I want to check on is if we go to the calendar, we have a birthday, and then we have the mission. Okay, so I do want to... I'm not going to skip to the end because I don't want to miss Dorothea's birthday. So we'll... I'll save the tea party for next episode. We'll do the tea party, and then we'll go to the next episode. Or, I mean, to the next mission. So, yeah, I'll see you next time for that. Until then.